So hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets Extended. This is 115 speaking and happy December the 8th. 1/3 of our journey. You know what, I feel like we should bump into Filch, just as a good measure for good luck on today's lesson.
I've got my eye on you, Harry Potter.
Well, that's gonna make learning and casting the next spell really easy. Anyway, let's see what Flitwick has to say on the topic of Chamber of Secrets and the new spell.
Welcome to Charms class. Today, we shall be learning the Skurge charm. Yes, Miss Granger?
I was just wondering if you could, tell us something about the Chamber of Secrets.
I deal with charms, Miss Granger, not myths and legends.
Please, Professor, we all want to hear.
Oh, very well. There were 4 founders of Hogwarts: Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, Helga Hufflepuff, and Rowena Ravenclaw. Slytherin wanted to admit only the wizard-born students to Hogwarts. The other founders refused, and as a result, Slytherin left the school. Yes, Miss Granger?
He built a secret chamber in the castle of which the other founders knew nothing.
With a great monster to guard the chamber from within. The legend states that one day, Slytherin's true heir will return to open the chamber and control the horror within. And then, all who are not wizard-born will be purged from Hogwarts. All nonsense, of course. Now, back to magic reality. Mr. Potter, perhaps you'd like to step forward and demonstrate Skurge for the class.
Glad to, Professor.
Back to magic reality. I love the irony of that statement.
Try not to focus on all this Chamber of Secrets balderdash. Concentrate on the symbol in front of you. The wand is about to move its way around the symbol. At the exact point when the wand passes over the arrows, you'll need to hit the corresponding arrow key. This exercise has 3 levels. In each level, you must successfully hit all of the arrows in sequence. Ready to try? Round 1. Go.
And this, my friends, is the same gist as the Rictus Sempra one. However, looking at this symbol, I'll be honest, I'm really glad we don't have to trace it with the free mouse movement anymore, because this would have been impossible to pull off. Poor Harry, he still has to do it.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next level of the lesson. 5 points to Gryffindor. Round 2. Go.
Okay, and just like before, not only more inputs, but it does get slightly faster, although I would have appreciated it being way more faster than this. But then again, I do need to remind myself, this is still a kid's game, and was deemed accessible.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next level of the lesson. 10 points to Gryffindor. Round 3. Go.
By the way, guys, something I haven't explained so far, in case you ever make a single mistake and fail one of these symbols during any rounds, it will just start all over again, and you have... Oh my goodness! Guys, I didn't do anything. Let me show you.
Give it another try.
Like I was saying, this is the bug I talked about in the Rictus Sempra challenge.
Don't waver, Harry. You almost have it down.
If you fail, you can just try again, and there's no consequences in terms of house points, so you have to do it to progress and get 30 points.
Well done! You've completed all of the necessary exercises. 15 points to Gryffindor. Well done, Mr. Potter. You've successfully learned Skurge.
Yay!
Now it's time for you to test your newly learned knowledge in the Skurge Spell Challenge.
See how the classroom looks like in Philosopher's Stone?
Welcome, Harry Potter, to my Skurge Challenge. To complete the challenge, you must find the completion star, which can be found several floors below us. Try to get to it as quickly as you can. If the challenge timer reaches 0 before you have the completion star, you lose the challenge. Along the way, you'll find challenge stars. Collecting challenge stars will boost your timer and score. I highly recommend you try to find all of them. Try to get the completion star with as many seconds remaining as possible. The higher your score is when you complete the challenge, the more house points I will award you. Ectoplasm is an unpleasant greenish substance left behind by certain ghostly beings. In some places, it will block doorways and openings. You can cast Skurge to get rid of it.
I'll be honest, I wanted to trigger the cutscene explaining what ectoplasm is, just so I can take a sip of my morning coffee. So guys, welcome to the Skurge Challenge. Now, just like Rictus Sempra Challenge, we will only see what the time requirement truly is once we beat it at least once, but you don't need to concern yourself with that. During your first run, just try to find all the secrets, challenge stars, and wizard cards that the challenge contains. That's what I'm here to show you, essentially. Okay, so first of all, let's flip under these armors, and just like before, the first time you enter these as part of the story, you cannot exit. Hey, that was Nick! He didn't even say hello. Oh, that makes this challenge a bit creepy. Okay, so both armors give us 4 beans, but this one's a bit slower about it. Hey, Nick! Oh, never mind. Okay, so let's cast it for the first time. Yeah, not very impressive. Oh my god, Nick, what's wrong with you? I think he's depressed about not being invited to the Headless Hunt, like he mentioned in the cutscene before. I think that's what must be going on. Anywho, nothing quite as creepy as seeing familiar friendly face suddenly being all weird and not communicative. By the way, you do get a sneak peek to the final challenge star down there, but we cannot really drop there to collect it ASAP. That's not how the speedrun will work.
You can also cast Skurge to free items that have been trapped by ectoplasm.
Yeah, pretty much. I love that even if you do remove those Skurge tiles, there's still a different texture underneath that shows that there ever was a greenish substance, which is pretty cool. But before you make a jump for the star, let's not forget the first secret. And I think the card here is Bridget Wenlock. Yes, absolutely. So, Bridget Wenlock, 1202 to 1285, famous arithmancer. First to establish the magical properties of the number 7. The reason I remember Bridget Wenlock specifically is from one of the developer diaries from the original devs working on Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and one of the graphic designer put his wife as Bridget Wenlock into the game, which I thought was just such a really cute tribute. Okay, so let us follow Bloody Baron this time. I actually think we're gonna have all the ghosts today. I remember also seeing a Fat Friar here, but I'm not sure about Ravenclaw's daughter.
Ectoplasm takes away some of your stamina, Harry. The longer you're in contact with ectoplasm, the more stamina you will lose.
My goodness, that's a lot of ectoplasm, but cleaning this place up feels really great. Now, these are the same bottles we've seen in Lockhart's classroom. They will only ever give 2 beans, so they're reliable in that regard. Oh, see, there's Fat Friar. We should truly play Spot the Ghost game in this challenge. I love the spooky atmosphere it has. And so many good chocolate frogs. What's not to love about Skurge Challenge? Okay, I think this will be a secret entrance from another part of the stage. Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's Peeves!
Well, if it isn't Spotty Grotty Stotty Potty Water, I like your name. It rhymes with so many insulting things.
It does, doesn't it? Unfortunately, Peeves over here got a bit of a downgrade. I mean, look at this boss fight, if you can call it that. That's it. The first time you hit him with Skurge, it will stun lock him in an animation that allows you to just hit him again. And he cannot hit you via passing through you like he could in Philosopher's Stone. He needs to throw crap at you, which makes him ridiculously easy to beat, which is a bit disappointment. Why make the Peeves boss fight worse? However, they'll really improve upon it in the Prisoner of Azkaban game. Peeves will be out for revenge, which I think is just such a fun thing to do. Also, I love the attention they gave to Peeves in Hogwarts Legacy game, where he's part of exploration as well as main story, which I think is absolutely wonderful. At least so far that I got sneaking into the restricted library section in the game. Okay, so, and just like before guys, whenever you see me pick up a challenge star within a secret, just make sure to make a mental note of those secrets specifically for your speedrun, okay? And my friends, we see a Cornish pixie. Now, if you are playing the retail version of the game, the pixie will not be here. It will be a bit later on in the level, and it will be Professor Flitwick who will introduce what Cornish pixie is. But since the extended mod already made Professor Lockhart do that, there'll be no Flitwick's introduction here of what Cornish pixies are. But don't worry, I'm gonna show it to you when we reach the right place from a footage from the retail version of the game. Because I'm nice like that to you. Okie dokie, so this is kind of unusual, but a mandatory Lumos to progress, usually tied to secrets. And inside jars like these that you've already seen in Snape's classroom, you will find either the Wigan tree bark or flubberworm mucus. I don't think there's ever a jar that's empty or that it would contain something else like a bean or a frog. Would be funny to see a jar like this containing a frog trying to get out. Okay, there we go. And this should be a familiar looking crossroads. This opened the grate underneath the Headless Hunt portrait, which is probably what Nick is so depressed about. Actually, I'm gonna try and give you a closer look at that portrait. Let's see, Greta Ketchlove, 1960 to present, author of Charm Your Own Cheese. I love that. And she is referenced in the Prisoner of Azkaban game, not via a witch card, but via a portrait with a password. And this is the secret entrance I mentioned, where we picked up a challenge star some time ago. So, this is the Headless Hunt that Nick is trying to join. How awesome is that? Okay, oh, don't forget, recast Lumos, because there's gonna be a secret around the corner here, very easy to miss. And if you cross a certain threshold, the way back will be barred. Now, the extended mod did a small tweak. It changed this chest with this chest, ensuring that the card would be part of the secret, which I actually agree with. So this is Flavius Belby, 1715 to 1791, only wizard ever to survive a Lethifold attack. Now guys, please let me know in the comment section, what the hell is a Lethifold, because I have absolutely no bloody clue. But I'm hardly a, you know, Potterhead. Okay, let's see how near we are getting to the star. Seems like we're halfway through the challenge now, which is pretty awesome. Can you tell I love the Skurge challenge? I absolutely do. Now this isn't the Hogwarts crest, it's something else that I cannot read, but look, under the Skurge symbol is a crab symbol, you know what that means. Oh my god, where did you come from, you little shite? Okay, let's just get this snail all the way over there, as quickly as we can, and don't worry, it's something you're not gonna have to do in the speedrun. If he'll wake up, the Flipendo will turn into Rictus Sempra mid-flight, that's how it works. Ah, that should be Fulbert the Fearful. Stephen, I leave this one to you.
Fulbert the Fearful, 1014 to 1097. Famous for being so cowardly he never ventured out of his house. Died when a defensive charm backfired and the roof fell in.
Poor guy. But at least he can be happy in the afterlife knowing there's a silver wizard card after him. Now you see two snail symbols, but there's only one snail in this room. Don't worry, you don't need to get that one all the way here. You can do a secret unlock and save yourself some time, which I think is absolutely awesome. And the two cutscenes showing you this mechanism will combine, which will save you even more time. How cool is that? The grate will open once you're on this side, and let's try to get that mucus down here, ideally. Oh, thank God, we didn't have to climb up. And more beans for the way back. Anywho, this is so cool. You can just trigger a secret mechanism on the ceiling if you're observant enough. Okay. I think this is the most underwhelming chest ever with 2 beans. Oh wow. I mean, wow. Absolutely wow. And this, my friends, would be the corner where, in the original retail version, we would learn what a Cornish pixie is from Professor Flitwick. So let's roll the footage as we pass around the corner here.
Now, that is a Cornish pixie. Troublesome and annoying creatures they are. If they touch you, they will bite, so try to avoid them. Rictus Emperor will stun them.
But nothing like that in the extended mode, because Professor Lockhart already did the introductions here, right? So just wanted to make that clear. Okay. Another secret we need to keep in mind for our speedrun, because it does contain a star. Oh, let's stun these bastards before we take the goodies. Oh, they're like cute babies on their backs, unable to lift themselves up. I almost feel sorry for them. But then I remember they want to burn us alive, so yeah, that's where my mercy goes. Now guys, before you trigger this swing via removing the ectoplasm, use the Flipendo symbol and go back. You're gonna make your time backtracking into the secret easier if the swing is not yet active. See, a wizard needs to show restraints when using their powers. Now let's see who we got. Gregory the Smarmy, medieval dates unknown. Famous originator of Gregory's Unction, potion to persuade the drinker that the giver is their very best friend, alleged to have wormed his way into King Richard's confidence and thus made his fortune. So this is during times of Robin Hood and the Crusades. Interesting. A little bit of world building. I'm not sure if this is a character known in King Richard stories or Robin Hood stories outside of the Harry Potter universe. Not really sure. Could be. Okay. Oh, there's a fun room there. Oh my god, 2 beans again. And this is the most ornate chest. See what I talked about in a previous episode? How the Philosopher's Stone would have a consistent reward given the ornamentation on a chest, but Chamber of Secrets is like, let's randomize everything. Okay, now let's go all the way up. And we'll see another cute little gnome hidey hole. Now hopefully this time no gnome will get stuck. No gnome should be a tongue twister. Okay, I see one showing his buttocks off, so that gives me hope he's not stuck. But let's plunder the riches of this room. Ah, this is awesome. Now... Oh, okay. You were just a bit shy. First of all, let's see, this is Roland Keck, 1903 to present. My goodness, he's very old. He is 99 years old, if I'm not mistaken. 89 years old. Present president of English Gobstones team. So the Gobstones apparently are, think of a board game, except when you lose, all your Gobstones will explode and leave a stinky mess. So there are high stakes in this board game. Now, I only ever played a board game with high stakes, and I've been to sort of a video game museum in Berlin. And there was a Pong machine where if you were to drop the ball, essentially, you would get electrocuted. Gently, or you could also tune the settings somewhat up, but it was really nasty. So we played it with my brother, and we played it like our lives were at stakes, because none of us wanted to get electrocuted. Okay, which one do we pick up first? Oh. How about both? Ooh, 3 beans, we got lucky, and 3 beans again. This is the most generous amount of beans you can get. So yay for us. And now look at this goodness. Ah, delicious. I'm gonna try and push this flipendo block in whilst also climbing on it. Because I want to see Harry drop in the cutscene. I don't know why, that just puts a smile on my face. Okay, onwards and onwards. We are down to just 1 more star, which is also a part of the secret. So I'm gonna show you that. Okie dokie. No, this cannot be opened, but look how close we are. But we need to get to the opposite balcony. We see some beans there, so what could be the secret? Well, let me show you. You see these suggestive bricks on the side? That hints that Lumos will reveal stars up, getting us the final secret and the final challenge star. Now, before you'll be enthusiastically picking up the final star and ending the challenge, let's open this chest, because this is fun. Yep. There'll be a couple of these in the game where Peeves... Oh my god, I feel like I'm torturing the poor guy now. Where Peeves will make an appearance. I think there are 4 or 5 chests like these. I'll do a precise count later on. But anyway, guys, just wanted to show you. It's pretty fun.
Well done, Mr. Potter. You've completed my Skurge challenge. The remaining time now becomes your personal high score.
The weekly house point ceremony starting soon.
And just like that, our objective is updated. I need to go to the house point ceremony. It's by the entrance hall. Now guys, I hope that if you take away at least one thing from my videos, you never need to hurry to attend them. It's the only way to progress the main story. And we received a certain number of house points for the Skurge challenge, but seems every other house did as well. However, we are way ahead, but it's not quite the time we are looking for. I mean, look at this, okay? So, now I'm about to do a speedrun to show you how to get all the challenge stars in the shortest time possible and essentially reach this timer and the full amount of points. I think we got 171, if I'm not mistaken. So that leaves us with 79 more points to get, essentially. And then we can start thinking about attending the
This
house
is the
point
door to
ceremony.
the Skurge challenge.
Correct, Harry. Which we can now access.
Welcome back, Harry Potter, to my Skurge challenge. If you can manage to beat your high score, I will award you more house points. Ready to begin? Good luck! 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. There's Nick still moping and ignoring us. To be fair, I understand when a person feels down and doesn't want to talk. It's completely okay. No one's entitled to you having a conversation. Spoken like a true introvert. Okay, so let's move this block out of the way and make a jump for it. And essentially my role, just like in Rictus Emperor Challenge, will be to show you where the secrets containing the stars are. Nothing more. Now, you don't need to Rictus Emperor all these scraps, it's just something I enjoy doing, because we can cast and run. I feel like wizards shouldn't run with scissors or wands, but that's what we're doing.
Oh no, it's Peeves.
This is, by the way, the same cutscene.
Well, if it isn't Spotty Grotty Stotty Potty Water, I like your name. It rhymes with so many insulting things.
Oh, I really wish there would be an original cutscene upon revisiting the sketch challenge, but alas. Okay, let's wait for him to move each time, otherwise we're not gonna hit him. Yeah, not particularly challenging, is it? To be fair, a large portion of the decreased difficulty could be attributed to the better control scheme, as opposed to the Philosopher's Stone game, right? We had to use tank controls. Oh! Harry, thank you. That was a bit awkward. By the way, if you make diagonal jumps across the corner, you only need to scourge away the middle ectoplasm, but I don't know why, I just felt obsessed to do it to all of them. And our time will now suffer as a result. Yeah, there's a price to pay for being pedantic. We can skip this because we can move. See? Now let's go back, remove one annoying pixie out of the way. Okie dokie. And again, we can skip this thing because we can move forward as it moves forward. So these are the safe to skip cutscenes. This one, by the way, is unskippable for whatever reason. But it's probably a good thing because we would still have to wait for the grade to drop, except this time we would lose seconds. So it's almost like the game protects us against that, which is pretty awesome. Okay, now to get through all these without touching any of them. Alrighty. Actually, we don't need to do that, because that secret contained a card. We're only interested in challenge stars now. And we'll be approaching the halfway point of the Skurge challenge. How awesome is that? Okay, and again, remember the fastest way is using that guy. And now both cutscenes will combine, which is absolutely brilliant. Let's keep going. Now we are at the halfway point. This is a mandatory Lumos for the challenge star, behind the Headless Huntsman portrait. And there we go. Oh my god, there's something cathartic about speedrunning these. By the way, guys, when I say speedrunning, I don't wanna, you know, show any disrespect to actual speedrunners of this game. That I'm not... Oh no, I was not supposed to do that. I was not supposed to do that.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Anywho, I just see a switch and I wanna flip into it. Okay, let's go on. Thankfully, it triggered a cutscene, meaning we didn't lose a second, but still. Now you're gonna start thinking you have to press it. No, you absolutely don't. And let's go up, up, up. Up. Ever so slightly up. We can ignore the gnome hidey hole. Yeah, guys, you can hang in there. By the way, if you're interested in more beans, you can absolutely re-throw them into their holes. Gnomes respawn endlessly, okay? So you can do that, even in Hogwarts explorable areas. I'm gonna show you one secret on the 3rd floor, now that we know the Skurge spell, where you can absolutely generate endless amount of beans. Now, for the final secret and the final challenge star, and let's see what the time requirement is. 3,755. Okay. So we have 40 seconds, 39, 38, 37. Oh my god, this is stressful. No, it's not. We're fine, look.
Congratulations, Harry Potter. You've mastered the Skurge Spell Challenge. 50 points to Gryffindor. You're welcome to continue playing this challenge, but you'll be awarded no more house points.
By the way, the witch statue opposite of us is not flipendoable, just in case you're wondering. Okay, and one final thing I want to show you, just like with Rictus Sempra, what will the professor say when you come back for the third time?
Welcome back, Mr. Potter. You've already mastered the Skurge challenge, so I cannot award you any more house points. However, feel free to go through the challenge again. Ready to begin? Good luck! 3, 2, 1, go!
Run, 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 run! And that, my friends, is it. So, we made it to 630 house points, which means we have over 326 house points over Slytherin, so we're gonna have a much more chill time in the Bean bonus room tomorrow, and we have now mastered yet another challenge. That is essentially 2 spells out of the overall 4 new spells down, okay? This will also enable us to check out some of the freely explorable areas, but that, my friends, I will leave for tomorrow's episode. But before I take my leave, I would like to say thanks to my absolutely amazing patrons. I would like to say thanks to my free Patreon members, as well as to my loyal Winstons. Blind Goopel, Mick, Severin Drax, Enstickle, Katie Danger, and Buddha 2. Big thanks goes to my caretaker Winstons, Michael McConkey, Caravetu, and Renegade Durney. A special thanks goes to both of my veteran Winstons, Andrea Paveglianiti and Alexander. And finally, I would like to give a very special thanks to my one and only fine vintage Winston, Akira Foxmind. Thank you so much for your generous support of the channel, and also for cheering up all nearly headless Nick, comforting him and encouraging him that one day he'll be able to join the headless hunt. And thank you to everyone for watching this far, and tomorrow you'll again have us going through all the explorable areas of Hogwarts to look forward to, showing you what everything becomes accessible with our newly mastered Skurge spell.